In today's video, I will talk about how to be confident on a football pitch, so if you are struggling to be confident, if you find it hard to take risks, this video is for you. As I said earlier, we are going to talk about how to be confident on a football pitch, and so the first thing I would like to talk to you about is training. Training is essential for you to be confident in games. Something that you have rehearsed 1,000 times will be much easier for you to reproduce in a game because you know you can do that thing. If you have never done something, of course it will be much more difficult to reproduce that, and of course you will be much less confident in the idea of doing it. You have never done it. So the first thing, which is really important to know, to be confident on the pitch, is to keep training so you can be confident in the things you know you can do on the pitch. In general, most young players have a lack of self-confidence to dribble, shoot or pass the ball in a certain way, and all that can be worked on in collective or individual training. But what must be remembered is that training is essential for you to be confident on a field. The second thing I would like to talk to you about in regards to being confident on the pitch is not to put pressure on yourself. Most of the time, for players who are not confident, they put pressure on themselves and they say to themselves, oh, what if I lose the ball? Oh, what if this pass doesn't go through? Oh, what if I miss my 1v1 against the goalkeeper? And all those ifs make you put extra pressure on yourself, and it prevents you from being totally relaxed. For example, one of the important things when you have a 1v1 with the goalkeeper is to be extremely relaxed. If you put pressure on yourself and think, am I dribbling him? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? You won't be able to make the right decision. So it's very important that you don't put extra pressure on yourself when you want to dribble, pass, or have a goal scoring chance. Another thing I would like to say about this is that teammates, coaches and supporters can put extra pressure on your shoulders and prevent you from making the right decision or being relaxed. Another thing you should take into consideration is to never ever let them put extra pressure on you. Always make the decision you chose, not the one of your coaches, teammates, or supporters. You are the one having the ball. Learn to trust your own judgment. Don't let anyone else put extra pressure on you, and you'll be a lot more confident on the pitch. Your teammates, for example, will tell you to pass the ball to them all the time, and you cannot please everybody. Always remember to listen to what you have in your own head. Take your own decision. You can surely listen, but always have the final word. When your teammates have it, you can never force them to pass it to you. They will take their own decision, even if you're shouting at them. Learn to do the same. Also be aware that there are some coaches who will give you good advice to help you progress and make you become a better player. But there will be coaches who you should not listen to their advice at all, because they will tarnish your game and won't make you become a better player. An example I would like to give to you about that is a Leo Messi clip I would like to show you. So watch this clip and I'll see you afterwards.
Algún técnico como este hizo hacer lo contrario, te dijo, pibe, acá no me venga a aludir, vamos a hacer otra cosa, juegue de primera. ¿Alguna vez te pasó?
Cuando llegué a Barcelona, el mismo técnico ese que
¿Este
dijo,
mismo?
el mismo tiene todo ese.
Es tremendo.
Me dijo, hay que largar antes la pelota,
Sí.
vamos a jugar 2 toques, dice, y no mareé tanto, me dijo.
Sí.
Así,
Y yo, en este momento, calladito.
Nada, sí, pero ni bola, después estaba en la cancha y hacía lo que hacía. Así fue también, los primeros años no jugaba nunca.
Claro.
Cuando estaba con él no jugué casi no jugué nunca.
Pero ahora no pasa y no le tiró un caño, ¿no?
Nada, lo veo poco, lo veo poco porque ellos practican a la tarde y en otro lado.
Es tu mejor amigo en Barcelona, calculó este técnico.
So basically, Leo Messi, who was 18 at the time of the interview, explains that when he arrived at La Masia at 13, he had a coach who forbade him to dribble, a coach who didn't want him to dribble. A coach telling everyone take 1 or 2 touches, and of course that's great advice for some young players, but everyone is different. Everyone has different ways of playing, and Leo Messi, as everyone knows today, is an excellent dribbler. At 13 years old, he had decided to play as he had decided. It is very important to remember that and to know the character of Leo Messi. It is amazing that a 13-year-old can challenge his own coach and keep playing the way he wanted to play. He explained in this interview that as he did not play as the coach wanted him to, he was on the bench constantly, and had not played a lot of minutes that year. And this is where I am coming from. There are coaches who will help you progress, that's for sure and certain, but there are coaches who will not necessarily make you better. Some who will block your talent or creativity to contain you in a box like the other players. So take the advice of your coaches sparingly, but above all, do not let them put pressure on you, and that will help you and allow you to be much more confident on the pitch. When talking about pressure and confidence, I need to mention your environment, and to be more accurate, the supporters. Depending on the level at which you play, you will have more or less of them. One thing I would like you to remember about that is that you should always be excited to show what you have worked hard for. If you have followed what I said as the first tip, which is training, you should be striving and happy to have the opportunity to finally repeat what I've practiced 1,000 times in front of people so they can clap for that and appreciate the quality. This is the mindset to have. Don't let the supporters put pressure on you, instead let them be an extra motivation. And the last point I would like to bring up about being a lot more confident on a football pitch would of course be having a lot more success. A lot more successful dribbles, 1v1s or passes, but you are going to ask me, how do I get there? Simple. It's by trying. If you don't try, you won't succeed. So when you have that little voice in your head telling you, don't do that, it's risky. Try. If the situation is really risky, then don't do it. But most often this little voice which says to you, nah, do not do that, you are going to lose the ball, you are not going to score, or the ball will not get there. This voice is imaginary. And the more often you will succeed dribbling, passing or scoring, you are going to become more and more confident. You are going to know that you can do whatever, and it will give you an amazing boost where you will be very confident and try what feels right to you at the moment. Remember, the best players also lose the ball, miss shots, passes or first touches. So don't put pressure on yourself and try. It is by trying that you can succeed, but if you don't try, you will not progress. One thing I would really like to clarify about that is that it comes back again to the first tip, which was training. Repeating something 1,000 times over and over and over again will be much easier to repeat in a match. It's very important that you remember that, because for example, when you do 20,000 times the same curling shot again and again and again, in the end, this curling shot, when you're going to do it in a match, you're going to do it the same way. You're not even going to do it on your own anymore, you're going to do it automatically. Your body will do it directly. You won't even need to think about it, it will come naturally. And it is matching what a lot of professionals are saying. Keep repeating things over and over and over again. So there you have it. To become confident on the pitch, train hard, don't put yourself under pressure in games, and succeed in what you are doing, and in a very short time, believe me, you will be confident. Hope you liked this video. If you did, go check this video out about how to set up an effective training plan to progress as a player. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you next time.